They were still on the floor when Kate's phone lit up. Most of the Thai food was gone, just a few sauce-streaked containers left between them. Kate had her wine glass in one hand, leaning back on the other, looking more relaxed than Lilly had ever seen her. Sometimes it was easy to forget this was her boss, that there was supposed to be distance between them. Kate glanced at the screen. 2 initials flashed. She stared at it for a second, then looked at Lilly. "You can take it," Lilly said. "It's fine." Kate hesitated, like she was deciding something, then grabbed the phone and stood. "Give me a minute." She walked toward the kitchen, already pressing it to her ear. "Hey!" Her voice changed, smoother, warmer in a way that felt deliberate. Lilly leaned back against the couch, trying not to listen. But who calls someone this late in the evening? And the apartment was quiet. Kate's voice carried. No, you're not interrupting anything." Lily's fingers tightened around her wine glass. Then Kate laughed. Soft and genuine, the kind of laugh that made Lily's stomach twist because she wanted to be the one making Kate laugh like that. She wanted that laugh to be hers. "I could tell you what I'm doing," Kate said, her tone teasing. "But I think you'd enjoy imagining it more." Lilly sat up straighter. Kate was flirting. Not the casual, playful way she flirted with Lilly. This was different, more practiced, like she'd done this before with whoever was on the other end of that call. Lilly looked down at the takeout containers and started stacking them neatly. It didn't matter, she told herself. Kate could talk to whoever she wanted. It wasn't her business, but her chest felt tight anyway. No matter how many times she told herself this was just a crush, that Kate would never feel the same, it still stung. Because there was hope. Small, foolish hope that refused to go away. She glanced up without meaning to, and her eyes met Kate's across the room. Kate was leaning against the kitchen counter, phone still at her ear, looking right at Lilly. And then Kate winked. Lily's breath caught. Was that for her? Or was Kate one of those people who thought the person on the phone could somehow sense it? Could you hear a wink? Was that even a thing? Kate turned slightly away, still talking, that small smile still on her face. Lilly looked back down, her face warm. She grabbed a napkin and started wiping the table with careful movements, like it actually needed cleaning, like she wasn't trying very hard not to feel whatever this was. A few minutes later, Kate said something low into the phone and laughed once more before hanging up. She walked back and dropped onto the carpet like nothing had happened. "Sorry about that." Lilly kept her eyes on her wine glass. "It's fine." "Old friend?" Seemed really friendly. Kate tilted her head, studying her. "Are you okay?" "Yeah, why wouldn't I be?" "You tell me." Lilly finally looked at her. "You winked at me while flirting with someone else. That's just confusing." Kate's expression softened, but she didn't look away. "I like keeping you on your toes." "Well, congrats," Lilly muttered, setting her glass down harder than she meant to. Mission accomplished. Silence settled between them. They stared at each other, neither looking away, neither speaking, like they were testing who would break first. "I don't wink on accident, Lilly," Kate said quietly. Lily's heart kicked in her chest. What's that supposed to mean? Kate leaned forward, elbows on her knees. "It means when I do it, I know exactly what I'm doing." Lilly opened her mouth, then closed it. She didn't know what to say to that. Didn't know what Kate wanted her to say. So staying silent seemed like the best choice. Better to wait and see how this played out. Kate reached for her wine and took a sip before standing. "Let me clean this up. You should get some rest." She looked at Lilly with a softer expression. "Thank you, by the way. For tonight, the dinner, even the disaster part, it was really nice." Lilly nodded, not trusting her voice. She stood too, gathering her things, suddenly needing space to think, to breathe. "Good night," she managed, and walked down the hall to her room, leaving Kate in the living room with the empty containers and everything they hadn't said. It had been 2 days since the phone call. 2 days of Lilly overthinking every word Kate had said, every look she'd given. 2 days of trying to act normal while her brain replayed, "I don't wink on accident," on loop. Sometimes she wished she was more forward, braver, like in the scenarios she kept imagining. Lately, there were fewer and fewer words in her scenarios. Just action. Hungry kisses, soft whimpers, low moans, Kate's hands in her hair, Lily's fingers gripping. The front door opened. Lilly jumped, her book nearly sliding off her lap. She looked up to see Kate walking in, looking lighter than usual, less polished. And there was something almost excited in the way she moved. "We just closed the security audit," Kate announced, dropping her bag by the door. "The big one. 3 months of work, finally done." Lily's heart was still racing from being pulled out of her thoughts so suddenly. "That's great." "It is." Kate walked toward the kitchen, then turned back with a thoughtful expression. "I want to cook something that requires actual effort." She paused, watching Lilly. "Help me?" Lilly hesitated. "You want me to help you cook? After what happened last time?" Kate's mouth curved into a small smile. "That's exactly why I'm asking. Come on." The kitchen felt smaller with both of them in it. Kate had laid out ingredients on the counter: arborio rice, garlic, mushrooms, parmesan, a bottle of white wine already open. "Risotto," Kate said simply. "It's hands-on. You have to stir constantly or it goes wrong." Seemed fitting. Lilly picked up the wooden spoon, turning it over in her hands. No pressure. They started chopping. Kate handled the garlic and onions while Lilly worked on the mushrooms, both of them falling into an easy rhythm. Music played softly from Kate's phone on the counter. The apartment smelled like butter and wine, warm and inviting. "You're doing it wrong," Kate said after a minute, glancing over at Lily's cutting board. "I'm literally just chopping mushrooms." "They're uneven." Lilly held one up for inspection. "They're going in a pan. They don't need to be perfect." Kate stepped closer, reaching around her to adjust the knife angle. Her hand covered Lily's briefly, guiding the blade. "Humor me." Lily's breath caught, but she didn't move. Kate's hand lingered for a second longer than necessary before pulling back. "There," Kate said softly. "Better." They moved to the stove. Kate showed her how to toast the rice, how to add the broth slowly, one ladle at a time. Lilly stirred while Kate stood beside her, close enough that their shoulders almost touched every time one of them shifted. "This feels like a test," Lilly said, watching the rice absorb the liquid. "It is. If you stop stirring, it sticks." "That's not what I meant." Kate's lips curved slightly, but she didn't answer. Just watched Lilly stir with that unreadable expression she got sometimes. They were halfway through when Kate's phone rang. The same 2 initials flashed on the screen. Kate glanced at it, let out a small sigh, and picked it up. "Hey." Lilly kept stirring, trying not to listen, trying not to care. "You have the worst timing," Kate said, and there was a smile in her voice. "I'm trying to impress someone with my cooking skills, and you keep calling at exactly the wrong moment. Like you can sense when I'm doing something important." Lily's hand faltered on the spoon for just a second. There was laughter on the other end of the line, loud enough that Lilly could hear it clearly. Kate laughed too, shaking her head at whatever was being said. "I have to go. Talk later." She hung up and set the phone down, turning back to the stove like nothing had happened. "Sorry about that," she said. It's fine, Lily said quietly, focusing very hard on stirring in slow, even circles. Her chest felt tight. Someone. Kate was trying to impress someone. And whoever was on that call clearly knew about it. Knew enough to laugh, to tease Kate about it. Kate moved beside her to check the rice, leaning in close to look at the pan. How's it looking? Good, I think. Kate watched her for a moment, studying her face. You sure you're okay? Yeah, just don't want to mess it up. Kate nodded slowly, like she didn't quite believe her but wasn't going to push the issue. They finished cooking in near silence, the easy rhythm from before replaced with something heavier. When they finally plated the risotto and sat down at the table, Lily barely tasted the food. Kate took a bite, chewed thoughtfully, then set her fork down. It's good. Yeah? Kate set her wine glass down. Lily. She looked up. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm just tired. Kate studied her for a long moment, that careful, searching expression on her face. She opened her mouth like she wanted to say something, then seemed to think better of it. Maybe she'd said too much on the phone. The comment about impressing someone, it had been meant as a hint, something for Lily to pick up on. But instead, Lily had gone quiet, pulled back. Kate had been trying to be obvious without being too obvious, and somehow she'd managed to do the exact opposite of what she'd intended. Okay, Kate said quietly, picking up her fork again. They ate the rest of the meal in silence, and when Lily excused herself early, mumbling something about being tired, Kate didn't try to stop her. It was quietly ironic, actually. Lily spending the entire evening overthinking who Kate was trying to impress, without considering that there had only been 2 people in that kitchen, that she was the only one standing there.